Hi there and welcome to this TUTPAT course in ZBrush, brought to you by digital artist Antonio Bravo. On this course, we are going to show you how to create a 3D column step by step in ZBrush. We'll go from scratch, starting with a concept made up of basic shapes, right up to developing the pieces we need to create the whole model. This is the workflow usually followed when modeling for video games, so for anyone interested in this course might be very useful. To begin with, in this first part, we are going to start with a cube. The idea is to make the general shape of a column. We can use this cube to make a generic volume, a silhouette, and then afterward think about the details to get our final image. Drag the cube into the viewport and bit by bit we'll mold it. We can start with the transpose master to get the volume we are looking for. We can use the masks to adjust certain areas how we like. For example, we could mask the bottom part or the top of the cube and scale or move the other part. If you hold down Ctrl after making a mask and click on the model, you soften the mask. This is useful for what I mentioned before. If you then mask the top or bottom part and soften the mask, you could achieve an interesting shape. So let's try and create an interesting shape. This is the main objective of this first part. We want a decent volume, as this is key to a great looking 3D piece. If you've generated a good volume, then the rest is much easier, as you'll have a solid base. Gradually rotate the model to try and find a shape that you're happy with. If there's a part you're not keen on, it's good to fix it as soon as you can. Don't worry too much about the details though, just the large areas right now. So this base is looking good. From here, we can build the rest of the volume on top of this base. Create another cube to make more pieces. The idea is to make the column out of lots of pieces and then adjust everything. This is easier than if we had it all together. We're going to make a kind of platform to support the whole structure. For your own column, you can make this main volume however you like. So we can create as many pieces as we want to give the column the desired shape. Just because it's a general volume doesn't mean you can't add more pieces. You can add as many as you like without going into much detail, still keeping it generic. As we have the model separated in pieces, we can focus on one piece by clicking on the eye in the subtool menu. This way we can modify one piece without touching the rest. If you want to scale everything generally, what you can do is, from the top view, create a line with a transpose master, and then in a side view, click on the line that's going in the direction we want. In this case, we want to create a line going upwards, so we click on the line pointing upwards in the transpose master. You can duplicate pieces you've created so you don't need to shape them again. The idea is to create a concept or basic shape quickly so you don't need to do so much work on every single piece you make. With what we have now, we can achieve interesting shapes, so we can reuse our existing pieces constantly. If you press Ctrl while the Transpose Master is activated, with the Move option you can move the selected piece and it will duplicate. But to do this, the piece mustn't have any subdivisions. Any piece you duplicate this way will stay inside the same object, so if you want to separate them later, all you need to do is go to the Split menu inside Subtool, Split to Parts to separate everything into pieces. I think this shape is fine for a basic column, but I'm looking for something without too much detail. I don't want something that's going to stand out too much in a scene so that I can duplicate it in different areas. And although it's the same column, this won't be too obvious. Now that we have all the pieces, we can add some detail one by one to get the look we want. We can use different brushes to get different shapes or sizes using the Transpose Master. You can try out various methods. We're just going to use this as a mold, so to speak. So the finish isn't so important, you just need a basic shape. The idea is now to join all the pieces together by selecting Merge in the Subtool menu. we'll apply a material called flat color that allows us to see the silhouette with no shading. This will help us determine if our silhouette works or not. Once you're happy with this, you're done with blocking, and we can move on to the next part, where we'll detail the different pieces. I'll see you in the next lesson, where we'll start to add some detail to the column. So see you there.